The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Crunch time, defense. Play. Go. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him.
Brissett. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Denver.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Look, squeeze. Shoot.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go.
Let's go, defense. Let's get
80 weapons.
Hey, alert 3.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
First down, Broncos.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready to break.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Here's Gordon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
At the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Quick throw here to Hilton. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Record, hey! 51, Mike! Hayward! Get the ball! Hurry!
On first down, Taylor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They run with Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Whip. Watch the whip. Right here, guys. Fight.
To throw is Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Tight dog. No, Mike 51. Mike, take off.
Brissett sets to throw it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Lock. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A huge play there for Denver, 43 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit up with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke, his pass caught at the 4.
Keep playing hard.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Here we go.
So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
Smith.
53, check 53.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Rotate. Four down. Shoot. Flush. 51's the mic, boys. 51.
Now Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Play fake. Brissett. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Greystone, Travis.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Let's go, baby.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Got it. You're out. Check 53's mine. Be
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Tighten up, tighten up. Go. You're 952, 952.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be... Where'd he go?
Hey, 952, 952.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw it is Locke. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Another try after the first down sack. Locke. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Let's go.
Locke going to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's checking. Crash.
Now Taylor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
No, check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here. Mike 52, come on. You better bring it.
Check.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
Check the backer.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
That's another
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Brissett on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 52. I got it.
52. Watch 52. Go.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
52.
They'll throw again. Brissett throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Yeah. Go.
Mike 52. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, Mike 52.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got Jack Doyle, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Just like that.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the shift. Watch the
On the counter, here's Gordon. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
Check tight. 52's the mic. 52's the mic. So we got man. Mike 52. All day.
Out of his end zone, Brissett. Caught left side by Hilton. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, Mike 51. Push him back.
Brissett now. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, we got four. We got four down. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I'm coming.
Again, it's Brissett. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Brissett to throw on first. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. You ain't going nowhere.
51.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
A first down throw for Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike 51. Hey, let's go.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check nickel. What?
On second down, Brissett again. Complete to Hilton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line. On first and 10, Brissett. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. First and 10 at the 11.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Check.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Go. 51's the mic. Let's go one more. 51's the mic. He's tired of you. Off.
Brissett now on second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Colts on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Alert three.
To throw is Brissett. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Ball trot. Kill. Quick dash. Run it.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run it here with Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. This is Gordon, and an alley to run, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload, but you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On second down now. It's Gordon, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to make it a two-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
At the 28-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular. Oh, my goodness, they can go all day. And, in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Denver, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.